Hey VC, TC here, TC Kirkham, the Kirkham Report. You remember last time I was here, I was talking about taking my first crate digging trip in a while. Well, I went yesterday, picked up a few things. Um, I hadn't been actual crate digging through used stuff in a long time, and I haven't been to a record store in a long time. So it was a lot of fun. It was also exhausting, even though I was only gone for about 2 hours. Because they're busy on Saturdays. My first stop was our Savers store in Saugus, which is just up the road from where we live. Savers is a for-profit used store. It's not like a Goodwill. Um, we don't have, there's a Salvation Army outlet store way out close to Wakefield. It would have been too much money for the Uber to get up there. I just didn't feel like spending $20 to go up and buy a bunch of used stuff if there was anything good at all. We don't have a Goodwill, and this is the only other place there. My big complaint was that the vinyl was priced twice the price of the CDs. Vinyl was $3.99 a disc, and the CDs were $1.99 a disc, so I got more CDs than I got vinyl. But I did pick up some good stuff. I picked up 2 CDs, both in good shape. Trying to find a CD year here. 1989 album Pia Z from Pia Zadora. I just bought a different one from Adam at Record Crate that isn't here yet. I have always loved Pia as a singer. She got a bum rap in Hollywood. She wasn't the best actress in the world, but man, did she sing. She is terrific. The other one I got, the other album, and it's in great shape too, considering, was Lee Ritenour. Rit 2. I believe this is from the mid-'80s. Let's see if I can find a year on it. 1982. So this was the album that came out after the one in 81 that had Is It You on it. Great guitarist. Great stuff there. A lot of good songs. And I bought some CDs also. My biggest complaint, when you walk in, everything's right on the right side of the door. There's a few bins of albums. Most of them, I was hoping to pick up some good older titles, but every older title was in crappy shape. Unlike Steve, I don't have the resources to fix everything, so I didn't have the time to spend to see if I could find, the right case with the right album, the right cover. The CDs were also just everything. There was no organization whatsoever. And they had like 7 shelf rows of them. They're $1.99 a piece. And I did pick up some good stuff that I didn't have, I think. I thought maybe I had one of these, but I checked Discogs and my collectors.com, and I do not. So I'm glad about that. A couple of greatest hits albums. There is Andy Williams, 16 most requested songs. This, of course, has Moon River, Canadian Sunset, Born Free, The Days of Wine and Roses, Love Theme from Romeo and Juliet, The Impossible Dream, all his best-known stuff from the 60s and early 70s. And this collection, which was manufactured for the BMG Record Club, Tanya Tucker collection. This has a lot of her stuff from the 70s and 80s, including San Antonio Stroll, Pecos Promenade, Lizzie and the Rain Man, Texas When I Die, Can I See You Tonight. Also goes back to her re-recordings of Delta Dawn and the Jamestown Ferry. That's going to be great to have. Picked up the Christmas album from The Voice winner, Jordan Smith, 'Tis the Season. This is fairly recent, just a couple years old. Pristine shape. He is an amazing vocalist, and that'll be great to have at Christmas time. Excuse me. Classic Ben Scaraldi, Oh Good Grief, another album of music from the Peanut Specials. Terrific stuff. American Idol winner Bo Bice's second album, See the Light. I have his first, but not the second one. And the novelty. We had these guys running on one of our radio stations, and there was a reason. They did TV movies and a TV series parodying the boy bands. And they're actually pretty good, even though the songs are just ridiculous. Together Again, I actually ranked them at number 20 on my all-time boy bands list a couple years ago. They were unique with what they did. It was a really interesting parody. After I got done at Savers, and believe me, I wanted to get out of there because it was busy. You know, Saturday, I didn't think it would be that bad, but it was. Went across the street over to Square One Mall and to the local Newbury Comics. Newbury Comics is comics mostly a name only now. They used to have huge record section, huge CD record section, huge DVD section, huge comic section in most of their stores. Now, I don't know how the one at the garage is. The garage was almost always all CDs, almost. The garage is in Cambridge. It's at Harvard Square. Ours here in Saugus at Square One Mall was always more about the pop culture stuff, which is what they've been going for lately. So despite their name, there's one small rack of comic-related stuff in the back. Just one, like, magazine rack full of stuff. That's it. They've cut themselves down to one bin on each side for CDs. They used to have 2 rows of like 6. And a long, respectable but not great vinyl section. But I did pull out what I went in there for, which I knew was coming out a couple weeks ago. This is the reissue, 180 gram vinyl reissue of Elliott Smith, Either Or. It was originally due out in February, and it didn't actually come out until earlier this month. It has an Obi strip on the side, sticker which says it has a download code on the inside. Haven't had a chance to open it yet, but I will, because I love his stuff. So that's it. That's my whole first crate digging experience for the last I don't know, since the early 2000s. It wasn't too bad. I mean, I've got to get into the record stores. There's a bunch of record stores in Boston that I haven't been to yet. There's 3 of them in Brookline that have opened in the last couple of years. There's a record and tape overflow outlet store in Burlington, where they put all the new stuff out on Saturday mornings, and it drops in price by $1 every day that goes by, and then they put a new load in every Saturday. I've heard it's an interesting place. I'm going to get over there. So I still want to get back to all the ones I used to go to. Of course, most of those are closed. When I was had first moved into the Boston area 28 years ago, in 1993, Harvard Square was full of music stores. You could go to, Harvard Square proper is a 4 or 5 block area near Harvard University. It's not right on Harvard University, but the centerpiece is the Coop, the Harvard store, and 2 or 3 streets and whatever. They had a Discount Records, a Strawberries Down Under, Tower Records, HMV, a smaller outlet of Planet Records, which was a local 2 or 3 store chain in Boston, a couple of mom and pops. None of them are left. The mom and pop store is still there because they specialize in jazz and blues, and it's in a basement. I've been in there once or twice. It's really cramped and really claustrophobic, but it has a loyal following. The only one that's left is Newbury Comics in the garage. I missed that day. There was a lot downtown in downtown Boston too. All those are gone, except Newbury Comics at Faneuil Hall. So I got to get out to some of the mom and pop stores that have opened up in the last couple of years, the indie stores in Brookline and Cambridge. See if I can find any of them, and try to get back to Spinnaker's on the Cape, which I love. It's right on Main Street in Hyannis, and there's other ones within a reasonable distance on the train. Mystery Train is up in Rockport. Salem has Record Exchange and a couple of other ones, which I've never been to yet. So, it'll be coming, eventually. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I hope you enjoy what I have to put up here. And I hope that you will continue to spread the word. I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers by Memorial Day. That's 1 week away. That's 80 subscribers. Ain't going to happen, but we're still going to try it anyway. Don't forget to leave a comment. I love hearing from you and always love to talk to you. And as you can see, the office is still not done. It's still a mess. I'd hope to finish it this week, but not happening. Hopefully by next weekend I'll have the rest of what I have to do still done here and there after work this week. Because I really want to get to my 45s. I got a lot of great 45s. I want to start showing those off. I have almost 2,500 45s in the closet. I want to get those showing off and talking about them because I have some, the stuff that everybody has, plus a lot of unusual titles too. Until next time, for the Kirkham Report, I'm TC Kirkham. We'll see you soon, BC. Ciao.